Okay, there is much hubbub being made over some hacked audio recordings of a private conversation that Hillary Clinton had with campaign donors months ago. And I'm going to play the audio for you. A lot of people are emailing me saying, David, it's shocking what Hillary says here. She says that she is occupying both the center left and the center right. This is absolutely insane. And when I heard it, when I listened to the audio that I'll play for you, I thought, well, yeah, we've been saying for years that Hillary Clinton is one of the more moderate or center-right Democrats that are around. This is exactly what I would predict Hillary Clinton says. So let's take a listen to the audio, and then we'll dig into it.
It is important to recognize what's going on in this election. Everybody who's ever been in any election that I'm aware of is quite bewildered because there is a strain of, on the one hand, a kind of populist, nationalist, xenophobic, discriminatory kind of approach that we hear too much of from the Republican candidates. And on the other side, there's just a deep desire to believe that, we can have free college, free health care, that what we've done hasn't gone far enough and we just need to, go as far as, Scandinavia, whatever that means. And half the people don't know what it means, but it is something that they deeply feel. So as a friend of mine said the other day, I am occupying from the center left to the center right. And I don't have much company there because it is difficult when you're running to be president and you understand how hard the job is. I don't want to overpromise. I don't want to tell people things that I know we cannot do. I want to level with the American people.
Was this some major secret, right? Nobody would have known that Hillary Clinton is sort of center left, center right without somebody hacking into a phone to get audio. I mean, this is just not shocking. This is what I've been saying for years about Hillary Clinton. And I don't agree with her that she doesn't have company occupying the center left to the center right. The neoconservative pro-business Republicans they're not in favor of progressive positions on social issues, but they're sort of indifferent about restricting people's actions when it comes to social issues beyond saying some basic things to raise money from evangelicals. They are not that far from Hillary Clinton. Here's what center left and center right are code for in American politics, okay? Center left means I want to be seen as progressive, but I'm basically a status quo campaign finance and crony capitalist insider, and I want to keep it that way while appearing progressive. And in order to do that, I will support a somewhat higher minimum wage. I'll talk about equality. I'll make some improvements to social welfare programs, etc. That's what center left is code for. Center right is code for, I'm not one of these religious nut Republicans. I'm not a social conservative. I don't have these outrageously black and white views on the economy or foreign affairs, but I'm basically a standard neoliberal on war. I'm slightly hawkish. I support the military industrial complex. And on foreign policy, I'm basically, neoliberal. That's what center left and center right mean in practice in modern politics. And these are codes, Pat, that we now have to understand and interpret. And there's nothing, of course, this is where Hillary is on the spectrum.
Yeah, and this isn't really too surprising. I mean, we know that Hillary Clinton's going to do whatever is politically expedient.
Yeah.
She didn't come around on marriage equality until 2013. She initially supported the TPP until dropping it when it became unpopular. And I think it really hurts her on the issue of authenticity.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it's reflected in the polls, right? No matter how cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs you think Donald Trump is, we know that Hillary Clinton, as you pointed out last week, struggles on the honest and trustworthiness. We know that on some issues, she still has trouble within the polling. And mainstream media, corporate media, I'm sorry, I try not to use the term mainstream media, basically has not been touching this. And we also have to remember that the country, on social issues and on issues of just basic taxation, should we have progressive or regressive taxation in the country? Inequality, should inequality be reduced if we can do it? The country has moved to the left, but we still have the status quo politicians, which have really stayed in the middle. And whether you call it center left, center, or center right, it almost doesn't matter, right? The difference between a very moderate Democrat and a very moderate Republican is negligible. What they say might vary because of the constituencies they're trying to raise money from, but practically speaking, their views are going to be very, very similar. So to me, zero surprise in what Hillary Clinton's leaked audio here reveals.